We need more women in politics because women are powerful. Women can bring about change. Women have a voice, and that voice must be heard. But first, we must decide to be active.
I always had an interest in politics and community, so I suppose growing up in Odysee Gardens we would have been very community orientated, and even at a young age I was running around doing leaflets for some of the councillors in the area that would come into the area, so I always had an interest in politics. And then my nanny and granddad were very into politics as well, so that's what got me into it.
My community would have a lot of social injustice, it would have a lot of inequality, and being a political activist gives me a platform to fight for the community's rights.
Daddy had come from Coal Island in the 70s, so we had been very long-term supporters of Sinn Féin in County Monaghan. We've seen them as the only party that were there to help the people of the North and actually wanted an All-Ireland.
I'm highly active in my community as I am the founder of Cherry Orchard Environmental Group, which is a community cleanup group in Ballyfermot. I started that group just myself and my 3 kids, and now I have almost like 10 volunteers just joining the group. I am also one of the board director of Family Base, which is a center for children. We deliver early care service for children. And as you know, Cherry Orchard is experiencing so many issues, especially anti-social behavior.
I'm passionate about intersectionality because, yes, I'm a woman. I'm an autistic woman, so I'm a disabled woman, therefore. There's all other kinds of ways we identify, and the more I'm a migrant woman, but I'm a privileged migrant woman as a white migrant, and I'm very aware of, again, what I said, the unfairness of the way the system is structured.
I'm involved with Special Olympics Ireland as a volunteer, and that's my thing now. I did give all my time with my husband and all going back to my children, grandchildren, and all going to school and football and everything, so now I'm having me time.
I feel very passionate about my community. I feel very passionate about helping people within it. I think that it drives me in terms of when I get somebody who makes contact with me as a local councillor, and I can assist them in whatever it is, whether it's the smallest thing that in terms of getting bins sorted to getting them a new home. I get great satisfaction from being able to help people and to see their lives improve.
I was a coach with our local camogie team, and I went to a secretary role. I'm now a member of the committee. I'm involved with the tidy towns and the community associations. I have 3 teenage children, so it's, I just want to kind of make the community a better and safer place for them.
I believe in grassroots activism. What I'm passionate about is ensuring that we have resilient communities, that our towns and our cities are available and are accessible to everybody, whether you're somebody with a physical disability, somebody with a mental disability, that there should be no barriers to accessing the services that are there on the ground in your own local community.
I was always interested in politics, and when I went to college to study social studies, I suppose seeing the injustices and the inequalities in the country, I kind of decided that I wanted to be a part of making a change.
Be active, be part of this great movement for change, for women, for our communities, for our children, for Ireland.
What is a woman?
If you're asking me about gender...
No, I'm asking you what is a woman. It's a very simple question. What is a woman? Just give me a definition. You speak English.
Does a woman have a cervix?
What's up? Like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell up above for future uploads, and check out the links posted in the description down below. It's part of the channel. Thank you. I don't know about you lads, but I'm starting to think about the interviews that have been given by fellas in Afghanistan that have taken over the country there after the Americans went. And they said they wouldn't be electing any women into political power. They said no, that won't be happening at all. They won't be running in any elections. In fact, they've bounced NGOs out of the country within a week. They have also said they won't be getting themselves involved in diversity and inclusion. And Afghanistan seems to be a country that we haven't heard too much about since then. It's quite weird, that, isn't it? Just something to think about is all I'm saying. Now, you have Sinn Féin. So Sinn Féin decided in their infinite wisdom to post out this video. These are as far left as any of the other parties that are out there, and they're just confirming that and reaffirming that with you all of the time. But I have to say, it just shows you how duplicitous this party are when you have the party posting out about women here in a video like this. And I use that term very loosely with some of the people, I would say even most of the people in this video, because I was even thinking myself, I was like, I'm not really sure there. But anyway, they post out this video about women, and then Eleanor Brun, who's a member of Sinn Féin, who's supposed to be the wizard, and I use that term because the guy looks like Harry Potter. He's supposed to be the wizard of housing. This is a fella that's going to totally fix housing here in Ireland, and he doesn't know what a woman is, even though he's knocking around with Lynn Boylan. What's the story with that? I don't get that at all. Do you? So anyway, going back onto this video here, you've got these people here in Sinn Féin posting this out, and I'm just going to look at the numbers here, and I'm showing you the numbers here. This is from Twitter. 174.8k followers. They have 133 likes. They 47.6k views. This is a party in free fall. This is a party that people have woken up to and realised what's going on, and no more so than the image than you currently see here on this video. They have an African here in this video. Not only that, then they follow up with a woman who says she's autistic. Now, I don't know about you, but she looks old enough, she does, and nobody in and around our age seems to know anybody that's autistic. And the version of autism that you're being presented with, which is like that woman, isn't what is actually really going on. So I think that that's quite an interesting thing to link into. And don't forget as well too that people like your woman there, they like to use it as a shield as well too, so they can't be spoken about. And that's what you see online an awful lot, and it's coming from an awful lot of these older people. Tell you what, the generation that are coming out behind me, they don't give a rat's. They are saying what they think, and these people don't know what to do. You've got women like that at her age looking for cry closets and stuff like that. It's hugely interesting. But this video is a compilation to me of individuals that are looking to assume power and spout nonsense. Complete and utter nonsense. Women should be in these places. Why? Because they should be. Of what value are these people adding? Are they adding any? I don't know. So you've got this here. You've got Mary Lou talking about women are powerful. How? They're certainly not winning any powerlifting championships against men, are they? So what are you talking about? They're not winning World Cups against men. What are you on about? Women are powerful in the sense that they are able to, rear children. Sure, but your guy there, Eleanor Brun, doesn't know what a woman is. So what's the story? How can women be powerful? How can women be powerful if you're saying that men can be women? It's not possible. Women can bring about change. Now that's a very important quote. Absolutely they can. You remember the movie 300? When King Leonidas is standing there and you've got your man that comes down to Sparta and he's talking all sorts of smack, and Leonidas is looking at him and he's like, I don't like this, and he turns and looks, he does at the wife, and the wife's like, yeah, here's the nod, go on, sort that out there. And Leonidas does what he does, and the Persians get pushed back then for a time. So when you're talking about bringing about change, sure. And what has happened over the last number of years, and I would even say over the last 2 generations, is there's been a massive amount of change. And you can see it yourself with some of the women that are now modern women that haven't got a clue about what's going on. The phones and social media is their new god. And they are, a lot of them, godless. And now they are turning back and they're saying, oh, this is a wrong way to go. So change, absolutely, that is an accurate statement. But not for the better, in my humble opinion. Women have a voice. Well, here's the thing. You've got women here that are appearing in this video. Again, I use the term very loosely when I say that. Appearing in this video that now have been granted voices due to social media. Most of these women wouldn't be seen nor heard of. Most of these women years ago probably would have been spinsters, because I'm telling you, we need way less women in politics, and we also need way less women that look like this in politics. We really do. Honestly. I'm sick of it. Sick of these people coming out and telling you what to do and how to do it and all like that, and they look like this. They look like a man from the Goonies. I'm sick of it. I'm tired. I'm tired of these people that are rolling out here looking like the cave troll from Lord of the Rings. I'm bored. I'm done. I've no interest. Finished. And let's not forget that Mary Lou MacDonald, who has a brother who thinks he's a woman. This is the leader of Sinn Féin. What sort of example is that setting? No wonder Eleanor Brun is running around not being able to tell you what a woman is, because he's gone, oh, if I say the right thing, I'm actually going to affect the leader of the party. I might put, oh no, whoa, no. This is what's going on. Like, you would actually think the moment that happened, if that party was serious at all, the leadership should have been challenged immediately. But it wasn't. Isn't that interesting? And I have to be honest with you, when you stitch those two videos together like I did, the two Sinn Féin videos, it goes to show you everything you need to know about Irish politicians and where they are looking towards. They are looking towards all of these groupings and all of these organisations that are looking out for everyone but Paddy. They're looking out for everyone else except that. And I'm being honest with you when I say this. In no time in history has a group of women that have led the place ever led the place into success. This will be the fourth time in history that this would happen. Conquerors, empires, emperors, all been led by men. And suddenly, all of a sudden, these people think, oh, this is going to change things. No, it's not. Because I'm telling you what, and if you think that the Irishman has become domesticated and isn't going to say anything, and for an awful lot of them, they haven't said an awful lot of things for the last number of years, you have a different kettle of fish coming into the country with guys that follow a religion, a very peaceful religion, as you know. And you've also got guys then coming from places like this woman here on the screen. They're not going to think that way. They certainly will not. So I think it's time now to understand that Sinn Féin as a party don't know what they're doing. They're also spewing the same sort of rhetoric that all of these other far left parties are spewing too. They've got 174,000 plus followers. They've 133 likes. It's done. You're over. You're finished. This is a reflection of how people are feeling. Now, if you're thinking about this like I do, which is we're already under the cosh here when it comes to things, that you have politicians running around this country that are basically administrators at this stage of the game because they're being told what to do from elsewhere. And there happens to be some fellas running around there. What happens when the women get into the position of power? We've already seen what has happened with a justice minister that is a woman. Now, some people will say, well, that's because she's been told to do this, that and the other. Point taken, and I agree with you. However, she's still the face of it. She's still the one that's agreed to do it. She's the one that's agreed to put her face and her name there. Didn't see any other fella doing that. Now, I know, and I understand, and I agree with you, that people voted for that, and there are men amongst that. And you are the soy and the leftist men that I'm talking about. But look at what they've done. And look at how they do it with the media too. They put Helen out there, and then they say to you, oh my God, I can't believe that you're saying things that are critical about her. She's a woman. She's a mother. And they try to use that against you. But it's done. It's over. You wanted to bring in this whole thing of people are all the same, and then you wanted to bring in this thing of Doubtfire's being legitimised. It's not happening. It's done. They're over. So I hope this video was enlightening to you as it was to me, because I laughed an awful lot through this video, to be quite honest with you, when I seen it at first, and I laughed at it when I rewatched it again to then record this video. But what a layup this has been, and an absolute slam dunk to post this video after what Eleanor Brun was caught doing outside the Dáil by people when they asked him a question of what is a woman. Absolutely unbelievable. So I hope that people that are out there, that I'm sure that are fans of Sinn Féin, whether you be a man or a woman, that I don't think they really know nowadays when it comes to that, I hope you start to wake up and you start to see what's going on, because this isn't just a football team. This isn't a Manchester United, a Liverpool, a Celtic, an Arsenal, a Chelsea, or Bohemians or Shamrock Rovers or anything like that. This isn't something that's just a passing phase and it's not really going to ultimately affect you. This is something that's going to affect you and future generations. Are you telling me that other countries aren't currently looking at what's going on here? They're having their way with the people that are running the show anyway. Are you not thinking that they're going to look at this and go, well, they have a gang of women running that place, sure, we'll do whatever we want here. That's exactly the way these guys are going to think and what they're going to do. Make sure you drop a like, make sure you share, make sure you subscribe. Thanks very much. Drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about these videos, and let me know what you think about this party as a whole. They're after losing an awful lot of support, and I think that's down to you. I think it's down to the fact that you are out there and you are talking to other people. You're also saying, hey, these people are attending NGO Fest, they're walking with these people. What's going on with that? How come they're not turning up to any of these How's the Irish protests? How come they're not turning up to these protests that are happening where Irish people are feeling threatened in their own communities? Why is this party not there? This is supposed to be a party of republicanism and nationalism and patriotism. What do you think? Let me know in the comments down below. I'll talk to you later.